You know, back in 2015, AI was just a research project, something nerds in a lab talked about. By 2020, it became a tool, like a fancy calculator. But in 2023, everything changed. It turned into a full-blown gold rush. People weren't just using AI anymore, they were building with it. And the ones who figured out how to talk to the machines? They became the new elite. Because here's the real secret nobody is talking about. AI isn't replacing people. AI is replacing people who refuse to learn how to communicate with it. That's why this one hidden skill is your ticket to the future. Most people think the magic skill is prompting. But that's just the surface. The real skill, the one the new wave of AI millionaires are quietly using, is structured thinking. It's the ability to take a messy, chaotic idea and break it down into a sequence of clear, logical steps that an AI can actually execute. Think about it. Anyone can tell an AI, write me a business plan. But a structured thinker says, first, identify 3 underserved markets. Second, compare their profit potential. Third, suggest the fastest testable offer for the top market. Fourth, provide a 10-message sales script for that offer. AI doesn't reward vague creativity. AI rewards clarity. And in this new economy, clarity is becoming a form of currency. So how does this work? There are 3 levels to structured thinking. Level 1 is task structuring. This is the beginner level. It's about breaking big, scary goals into small, manageable steps. So instead of telling AI, make me a YouTube video, you say, generate 5 viral hooks. Now, write an outline based on the best hook. Now, write a script from that outline. Now, suggest visuals for each section. And finally, give me a list of keywords. It's simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Level 2 is system structuring. This is where you start thinking in workflow loops. Every output from the AI becomes the input for the next step. Most people use AI once, get an answer, and stop. But the pros turn it into a pipeline. An AI generates ideas. Another AI validates them. A third one creates the content, and a fourth one schedules it. That's why they can build faster, launch faster, and iterate faster than everyone else. They're not just doing tasks, they're building automated systems. And then there's level 3, strategy structuring. This is the elite level. This is where you use AI, not just to do tasks, but to simulate outcomes, compare different paths, and help you pick the winning strategy before you spend a single dollar or a single minute. You can ask it to model different business ideas and rank them by risk and reward. That's how modern founders are building entire companies in months that used to take years. They're using AI as a strategic partner. Let me tell you about Liam. Just a couple of years ago, he was a barista making $14 an hour. Today, he runs a $3.2 million AI automation agency. His secret wasn't coding or design or even marketing. He just mastered structured thinking. He used AI to identify painful problems in businesses, then used it again to propose automation solutions. AI generated the service packages, wrote the emails to get clients. And then he used AI to actually build and run the automation systems for those clients. The AI tools became his employees. Liam just became the architect. That is the new economy in a nutshell. So why do most people fail when they try to use AI? They treat it like Google. They ask these vague, lazy questions and then get frustrated when they get confused. Useless answers. But AI is a mirror. If you give it confusion, you will get confused results back. But if you give it structure, you get structured outcomes. And if you give it systems, you can build scalable businesses. This is exactly why the opportunity is still so wide open. The market for AI isn't saturated. The market for bad, unstructured thinking is. So, how can you develop this skill fast? Here are 3 simple methods. First, the what, the why, the how. Before you type anything into an AI, ask yourself, what do I want? Why do I want it? And how will I use the output? Just doing this one thing will put you in the top 10% of users. Second, turn your prompts into mini-systems. Don't just ask once, ask in stages. Use AI to generate, then use it again to refine, then test, then improve, then package. You build a loop, and these loops create incredible leverage. And third, ask AI to think with you, not for you. Instead of saying, give me an answer, say, help me brainstorm 5 options and compare them by profit, time, difficulty, and risk. You're not asking for a final answer. You're asking for structure to help you decide. Here's my prediction. If you dedicate yourself to mastering structured thinking this year, you will outpace 90% of creators, freelancers, and entrepreneurs. Not because you'll work harder, but because you will think with a clarity that's amplified by machines. You'll build faster, test more ideas, pivot based on data, automate all the repetitive work, and basically have a team of AI assistants working for you 24/7. People are always asking, is AI going to take my job? The truth is much simpler. AI is taking away the need for low-level, disorganized thinking. And it's creating massive rewards for high-level, structured thinking. The future won't belong to the smartest people or the richest or even the most educated. It will belong to the architects, the ones who can see the big picture and then break it down into clear, actionable steps. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know how to think clearly and give AI the structure it craves. Because in the end, AI doesn't replace people. It replaces the people who refuse to grow. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more on how to use AI to build a better life and business.